get ready. Dun, 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 dun. This is me trying to get myself motivated to, after filming, going back to my uni stuff, which anyways, it has been a little bit. It has been a minute ever since we did a chatty get ready with me, and I finally want to touch on the situation that I mentioned in like videos back as to why I did not go to Japan, because if you have been around, you probably remember me telling you that I wanted to study abroad. Everything was planned, the flight was booked, everything was done. But a few things last minute just did not work out, and here I am in my room. Happier than ever. Let's just get right into it. Everything I will be using, I will list down below because I want to really make this chatty, so I don't want to be like, and this is the concealer I'm using, and this is the bronzer. So if you want to know about a specific product, just look down below in the description box. I wanted to study abroad for 1 semester, which equals 6 months in Tokyo. I had everything planned out, my flight was booked, but due to the pandemic situation, you could not just go into the country however you pleased, but also since I was planning on staying there more than 90 days, you would need a visa, which is completely normal. Due to the pandemic situation though, one of the only ways that you could enter was either you are a Japanese citizen, or you want to go there in terms of business, or you are a student. And if you're a student, there was only one option as to how to obtain a visa, and that was to get a certificate of eligibility. And with that certificate, you would then at your nearest embassy apply for your visa. The certificate would be issued by the Japanese Immigration Bureau, and that is where kind of everything just goes loose and just kind of ends up being a disaster. I handed in my completed application with everything done, I believe in May, and then I had to wait till June or July for the reply if I was accepted or not, which I was. Then my flight would have been on the 2nd of September, and 1 week prior to my flight, to my scheduled flight, I still did not have that certificate. I had contacted my local embassy and I asked them, how long does it take to issue a visa? And the lady told me minimum 5 days. And I was like, okay, hold on, moment, whoa. I'm going to be flying in 6 days. It takes 5 days to issue, and I still don't have the actual document to apply for the visa. Okay, what? The closer the day came, I was just losing hope, and I remember my flight would have been on a Friday. And the Thursday, 1 week before that, so not the day before, but the week before, I told myself, okay, if today till 10 a.m., if I don't get my certificate from Japan, which the Immigration Bureau would send that certificate to my university here where I live, and the university would send it to me. And I even asked if they could send me like a copy, like via email, not post mail, because if I had to wait more days for like the actual letter mail to come in, it would have been way too late. So I asked them if they could send me a copy. So I made up in my mind that kind of deadline. If till 10 a.m. I don't get the certificate, I am not going. I'm going to be staying. It's a sign from the universe. No, that is a pretty much scream from the universe to not go. So I specifically asked till 10 a.m. 10 a.m. rolls around and I have nothing in my inbox. Then 6 minutes after 10 a.m., 6 minutes after my self-made deadline, I get the certificate. And I got like, what do I do now? I mean, I did that deadline and I told myself, I told the universe, like, even if it comes a minute after, it means no. Well, that should have been my answer, like, it's a no. But at the same time, I got kind of like, oh, but is it a no? Or maybe, I was kind of like what do? I thought I have nothing to lose. I'm going to prepare everything. I'll drive to the nearest embassy and just go and apply for the visa. And if it comes on time, that's fine. If not, then not. And my boyfriend was the entire time like, oh, why don't you speak to my sister? Maybe she could help you, give you a different opinion and all of that. And that was when I started to realize I didn't even want it to go. I called his sister and I was like, look, I have 10 minutes till I have to leave the house. Help me to make this decision right now. And she helped me and she was like, what makes you think you don't actually want to go? And I started to open up and I realized that because everyone does it, I just automatically was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. I have the option of either doing a semester abroad or an internship. And the internship doesn't have to be in a foreign country. It can be just here where I live. I realized that I was just doing what everyone else was doing. It was just the best option because if you don't know, I'm in a 2-degree bachelor's at the moment, and one side is music education and the other side is Japanese studies, which includes the language. It is just very helpful when you're learning a language to actually be surrounded by it like 24/7. Automatically everyone does it and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Everyone does it, so I'm gonna just follow along. I never took a step back and thought, do I really want that? I was just like, yeah, I'm an introvert. I have my comfort zone. I should step out of that comfort zone. It's probably going to help me so much. But I started to realize the closer my flight date was coming, I was always looking for other people telling me, oh, don't go. Yeah, it's not going to work. I'll just stay here. I was actively hoping someone would tell me to just stay. And that is when I realized I don't actually want to go. We were talking about a lot of money as well because aside from not wanting to go, if I really wanted to, it would have been a super tight kind of situation with me applying for the visa and then having my flight. And now you may ask, why don't you just change the flight date and book a new flight? Well, I was going to be flying with Emirates and the prices, oh my god. I had paid $1,500 for the flight, or better saying my parents, because they were so kind to support me in this, which made it even harder because it was financially on them. I was very grateful, but I felt so bad the entire time for them helping me out. And all the other flights, like if I was going to book a week later, which mind you, no one would assure me that I would have gotten the visa like after 5 days. It's a minimum, but it can take up to a lot more. Even if I changed my flight date, that would have not meant that I wouldn't have had to change it again. And all flights after the 2nd of September, they started at $4,000. $4,000. That was almost as much as the entire semester abroad. No, that was not going to happen. And I was also not going to cancel it, pay a cancellation fee to then book with another airline and still not be sure if everything would have turned out. It was just too much money involved, and I was just feeling like, no, how many signs more do I want? Till I finally realized that this is just not supposed to be. And you guys, it was the best decision to not go. I am so happy I stayed. It was not even like, oh, it would have been so good because I'm so introverted and this and that and blah. Like, no, it would have just simply been something I don't want to do. I would have been so unhappy. I would have regretted it if I was there now. During this semester, like, I have also realized I don't even like what I'm studying at the moment anymore. I'm currently still studying something that I just don't enjoy. It took me a long time to be like, yeah, I actually don't enjoy it, but I have been in it for way too long. I just have to keep going. Every time I go to uni, I have to read something I don't want to read. I have a course that I find not very interesting. I'm like, this is not my end goal. It's not. I just want to share this because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one being in a job or studying something and you realize you just don't like it. I think it's so normal in today's day and age to feel kind of lost, and I just wanted to put it out there. I kind of felt like that, and now I'm very sure about what I want. Keep going, and I don't care what anyone says. So if you are unhappy with where you are, you have something that interests you more, please try to work for that. Like, fight for it. If you really want it and it's fun for you and you enjoy something so much, don't give up, and don't let other people talk about, like, let them talk, just don't let it get to you. Like, I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I don't know. I'm just very happy right now. Yeah, I just wanted to give that little advice. If you're feeling lost and you have something in mind that makes you happier, go for it. Just go for it, because if not, you will absolutely, and I can tell you, you will regret it. You will regret it. Okay, let's keep going with the makeup. But that's pretty much all I had to tell. So I'm just going to mention, I'm going to be using this shade from the Beautiful in Barcelona palette. It's called Stone. But yeah, I have been a little bit more content with my daily life. I have been scripting, I have been meditating, visualizing, doing all of that, and just generally trying to put me in a better mood, trying to be a little bit more positive and just not letting things get to me that quickly. And I have just been in a very healthy state of mind, I believe. Today I have a day off from uni, and I don't know. I mean, I'm doing what I love so much, and when I do some tasks that are actually uni tasks, in my mind I'm envisioning, oh no, you're doing this very important thing for your YouTube channel, and it kind of just tricks my mind to think that I'm actually doing that. The entire fake it till you make it situation. A few years ago I was really good with like being always in a high vibe state. I think that was the first time I ever heard and learned about the law of attraction, and I feel like in the beginning you kind of get this, oh my gosh, this is amazing, I can be everything I want. It is just very like, not overwhelming, but everything just sounds and looks so amazing to you, and then when the things don't show up, you're like, oh, this actually don't work. So I kind of fell off of this entire manifestation thing. I'm using Enchanting, the shimmer pink. I kind of fell off of that and started to be more negative, and it took me 1 year probably to get to the place where I am now. I just felt like I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling like nothing is working for me, and I started to watch a lot more manifestation videos. I love the channel Brown and Bendy. Dominique is just such an amazing person. I love her videos. So if like high vibrational states and just being the happier version of yourself, and you're interested in manifestation and stuff, I can highly recommend her channel. It's just very good. I get in such a good place every time I watch her videos, and she has definitely brought me there. And aside from Dominic Davis, I also love Vanessa Samina. Tarot readings, I really love it because it always kind of like resonates with me, like the pile I choose. I'm just into all of that at the moment. I hope I can send you some positive vibes right now. If you're feeling down or anything, I hope showing you that I was struggling and I'm doing so much better. I hope it inspires you to try to change something in your life as well. Since I'm just at home, there's actually no need for me to even apply any makeup, but I kind of felt like it, which is why I'm trying to be like as minimal as I can with the eyeliner, although I applied so much eyeshadow and I have hoops on and but who cares? Life is so short. Make something fun of it, really. I have been also a lot more active on Instagram and TikTok. I do just kind of like mood videos. So if you're interested, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You'll see pretty much every day something from me on there, but on YouTube it's just not as easy to film and post every day. What I post on Instagram and TikTok is just very, very simple. The lashes are done. Perfection. Love that. Today is really not the brow day. They look horrible. There's just that one day where your brows just, no matter what you do, like you do your regular routine and they just don't look good. Just not behaving. Like the hairs are going everywhere, and then there's one hair growing too much, and there's a gap here and there, and I'm not gonna fight this. I'm not gonna try to change this. I forgot lip. I forgot lip products. Hold on. Hold on! So, since today's look is a little bit more mauvey, cool toned, I'm going to be using the lip liner in Coffee because it is more of like a purple kind of tone. There's just more color in it. So I'm using that. The outline of my lips is just naturally not very visible. Just slightly, you can go over with your fingers so it looks like your actual lip line. Now for a lipstick. This lipstick I think is no longer available. I don't know why they would discontinue this. Maybe it's because JLo doesn't give L'Oreal the rights anymore. But this is the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick that was called JLo's Nude. It was the shade 645, the best thing ever. It's like a cool toned sheer kind of nude. It's so pretty. I love it, and I'm just trying to finish it up because I don't have much left, but this is the perfect either everyday color if you like this type of shade, or for like this more cool tone look like today. It's just so perfect. I'm so sad that they don't have this anymore. Okay. And with this, we finished. Got our look done. What do you think about it? I really like it. I like this more like laid back kind of thing where I have my products all here with me and then I kind of decide spontaneously what I do. I hope you enjoyed this kind of chaotic get ready with me. Like, I feel like I chatted about everything. I just felt like opening up a little bit because I felt like, you know, I was always talking about going to Japan and then suddenly telling you I'm not going, and then I just felt like even if this interests just one person, I just wanted to let it out, because that is one thing I just always disliked about a few content creators, where like they just don't talk about the things, like they just don't talk about it. But after doing YouTube now, your life and the life you put online, like so much happens between each video I post. Weeks go by. You know, I film and this is only going live in 2 weeks. So there happens just so much, which is also why when someone talks about a product and then doesn't talk about it on the channel anymore, in the past I was like, oh my god, such a liar. But I use so many products in my day-to-day that I don't end up using here, or I don't talk about a product for weeks and weeks, and then suddenly I come on here and I say this has been my most loved thing, and my audience is seeing that product for the first time and they're like,
but you never talked about it, how can you like it?
I just have a better perspective now, like I understand now. I just felt like I needed to put this out there so everyone knows what's going on, what's happening, what my current situation is, what I'm dealing with. Okay, I'll stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching my video, or for watching my videos. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate you being here, and yeah, I just really hope to see you in my next video. Until then, take care, stay warm, and I hope we'll see each other very soon. Bye!